Hi guys, Dr. DeFeo here. So for today's warm-up, we're going to take a look at that question from your quiz on Friday. I've reworded the question. Hopefully it clarifies some issues, but let's try to attack it and break it down. It says, draw a label diagram containing the nucleus and condensed chromosomes only of two daughter cells having just completed cytokinesis. And so each of these are two cells that came from an initial cell that went through mitosis and cytokinesis and divided into daughter cells. It says that the cells are from an organism that reproduces sexually. This is a key word. This tells us something, provides information about how many chromosomes we might have. And says so I kind of wrote down here a summary of sort of a way to break this question down. I asked myself, what does this mean about the number of chromosomes? So when you come across that, you shouldn't just read it. You should think about what that means. Okay, and we'll get to what that means in a second. Under normal conditions, it has 3 pairs of homologous chromosomes. However, during one round of mitosis, exactly 1 pair of sister chromatids did not separate correctly. So what this is saying is that as this cell goes through mitosis, there was a problem. Okay, at some point during mitosis, a pair of sister chromatids did not separate correctly. And so what you're asked to do is draw this down below. How do we go about that? Well, one other question we need to ask ourselves is, what does it mean that there are 3 pairs of homologous chromosomes? Okay, so what does it mean that there are 3 pairs of homologous chromosomes? This is also an important clue. All right, and I say that under normal conditions, it has 3 pairs of homologous chromosomes. So how many chromosomes is it going to have? What does that mean, homologous chromosomes? What does it relate to reproducing sexually? All right, these are all questions you need to ask yourself as you do this. So let's draw this below. And as you can see, what I did was I'm keeping it simple. Okay, I'm only showing you what a normal situation would be, a normal drawing or a picture would be of this situation of the daughter cells. So what I did was, let's say before anaphase, before these separate, I don't have any of the mitotic spindles. It's not important for what we're trying to illustrate right now. But I want to illustrate what a pair of homologous chromosomes are. Recall that when we talked about sexual reproduction, we said that you get 1 pair of homologous chromosomes from your mother and 1 from your father. Now the question is why are there 2 sister chromatids? Well, you have to remember that each of these chromatids is just a copy of the other. Because recall that before getting into mitosis, the chromosomes themselves are duplicated. Okay, so this is a pair of sister chromatids, this is a pair of sister chromatids. However, this whole thing is a pair of homologous chromosomes. Whoa, that means that the original chromosome that comes from the mother and from the father are similar. They have similar genes on them. But of course, they're probably going to have different alleles, different versions of those genes. Okay, so a pair of homologous chromosomes really refers to the fact that it's talking about the similar chromosomes that you get from your mom or from your dad. So what's going to happen during cytokinesis? Well, let's draw our 2 cells. Okay, notice the chromosomes are in the nucleus. Why are the chromosomes found in the nucleus? It's a question you needed to figure out because you needed to draw them within inside the nucleus, because that's where the DNA lives. That's where the DNA is stored. Chromosomes are DNA. Okay, so after cytokinesis, notice what happened. 1 pair of homologous chromosomes. What? I thought that was a pair of homologous. Why do I only see 1 branch? Well, that's because you separated the chromatids. And so you notice that the blue used to look like that. So they got pulled apart, 1 in each cell. The red got pulled apart. So actually, condensed chromosomes after cytokinesis, but before you go through the S phase of interphase, they're just these long little condensed lobes, I guess you can call them. Now this went through normal cytokinesis. The question's asking you, this went through normal mitosis. Everything worked fine. Now the question is asking you, this time, the sister chromatids, 1 pair of sister chromatids did not separate correctly out of the 3 pairs of homologous chromosomes. So I've given you some clues. I'm not going to give you the answer, but that's what your warm-up is. Right now, I want you to take I'm only going to give you about 2 minutes, and I want you to redo your drawing for this question. Good luck, guys.